cracking YouTube family? I am back with another video, and we're here today, as you can see in the title, to talk about this insane 2020 NBA playoffs. I don't know what's happening. Like some of the most unexpected stuff is happening, and it's just mind blowing. I'm just trying to figure out what in the world is going to happen next. Now, some things are actually kind of happening which are unexpected. But then there's just some just outrageous, mind blowing, mind numbing stuff. Just like so. Anyway, before we go ahead and get further into this, we're gonna say go ahead and make sure that if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the post notification bell so that you get my content when I first post it, and hit the like button. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this playoff bracket first and foremost. So, I don't know what they're doing over here on the West Coast, but let's first check out this East Coast. Let me motivate myself over here real quick. Actually, we're going to go ahead and just chill in the middle for a second. We're going to just chill in the middle for a second. So, if we take a look in this NBA playoffs, that very first game over there at the top of the West kind of blew me because I was like, what in the world is Memphis doing? And then I realized I almost forgot because of the whole bubble situation, they had to do like they did like the showdown game for who actually was the eighth seed. So with that in itself being said, let's start with that particular thing. What is the deal with the Phoenix Suns? They went so hard in the bubble, but yet where are they at? Nowhere to be found. I feel sorry for the young brother Devin Booker because he's such a amazing player. He's such a young talent, and I feel like it's not fair for him to stay in Phoenix. They ain't doing him justice. They're not being fair to him. They're not bringing in any further talent to surround him with. That's not fair to that young cat. Come on, man. Y'all got to do some more for him. Devin Booker, I know that you a big mama mentality type of dude. You want to see what you can do about staying with the same team for your whole career, just like Kobe did. But we need you to be realistic, my brother. Go ahead and be open to the idea of switching to another. I'm not saying just outright because Phoenix may do something in the off season to make up for the roster spots, bring some actual talent in. Not, well, let me not say it like that because there's some talent, there's some young talent, but there's not talent on your level. They need to bring in more talent that's going to complement your talent and get you where you need to be. But even aside from that, let's move on because I don't want this video to be solely about you guys. So, but yeah, you might want to think about that, brother. You might want to think about getting out. But anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and continue in that same category and talk about the Blazers and the Lakers. I'm not really sure what in the world the Lakers are doing that first game. They were playing like some slugs, and LeBron carried the team. with his triple double, his monstrous triple double. What do you have, like 17 assists, 17 boards, 16 assists, or something like that, with like 23 points? Man, no one should ever deny him of greatness when he does that. But they came back game two. He didn't even have to do anything. He only scored 10 points. That's crazy. Everybody else stepped up, did their thing. They won the last two games. And so now they're where they're supposed to be. Now, granted, the Blazers have a very good team. They have the very dynamic backcourt with Dame and CJ McCollum. That goes without saying. No one should ever, ever, ever say that the Blazers don't belong where they are. If they weren't playing the Lakers, if they had maybe made it to like the 5th or 6th seed, I think they could at least made it to the second round. Actually, maybe even made it further. Who knows? But when you went to play the Lakers, I'm pretty sure y'all might even win another game. Y'all might. I could see the Lakers winning in 6, 5 or 6, but y'all aren't gonna beat the Lakers. As long as they play the way they're supposed to play, which is the way they've been playing the last 2 games, y'all ain't. That's right. So don't expect to get past the Lakers. Try hard. That's what you're supposed to do. Go out every night and put your A game to the test. Blood, sweat, and tears, all that good stuff. That's what you're supposed to do. But it is what it is. So, since we started on the West, we're going to go ahead and go downward. So, the Rockets and the Thunder, they seem to be pretty evenly matched as far as, especially since the fact that they're the 4th and 5th seeds. That's like right in the middle. But the Rockets actually have the edge because of the fact that they have Harden and Westbrook. Harden and Westbrook is a score nightmare. They're also a defensive nightmare, but not for the same reason they're offensive nightmare. They don't play a lack of. They have no defense whatsoever. Um, James Harden plays defense every now and again, but even when he does, it's still a bit on the lackluster side. But yeah, I don't really have too much to say about them because I haven't really been able to watch too many of their games and whatnot. But I do know as far as their lineups, I feel like Rockets probably have the edge and are probably going to end up taking that series unless James Harden uh, starts playing like trash, which he does tend to fold in the playoffs. Uh, which, if he does that, that'll cause tension between him and Westbrook, and then that'll mess up their whole chemistry as well as the rest of the team. Then they're done. Uh, Chris Paul has done an amazing job to get them this far. He also has Big Steve Adams. Uh, Steve Adams is a character within himself. I don't really know how to categorize how I feel about him, but he gets the job done for a guy his size. It's interesting to watch him play. So, but yeah, I'm leaving it at that in regards to them. Then we're gonna go on down to the Utah Jazz and the Denver Nuggets. This this series has blown my mind because like the two main characters. I don't even know where to begin in regards to the show that Joker on Donovan Mitchell is putting on. That Joker Donovan Mitchell is putting on a show. He ain't playing no games. And from the looks of it, the Nuggets about to go home. They about to head right back out of the bubble, right back to Denver in your high ass altitude, and you're gonna be chilling because they only got one more game, and that's it. That's wraps. Ain't really heard too much out of Rudy Gobert, but I mean, apparently he's been guarding the paint and doing what he needs to do. But that boy Donovan Mitchell has been putting on a show. 50-point games. How many? I think he's already had. I think he's scored at least 40 points in all four of the games they've played. I really need to look into it, but I ain't gonna worry about it right this very second. But that boy Donovan Mitchell has been putting in the work. This next series is just insanely mind blowing. I don't know what's going on with this because the Clippers were supposed to be the big time favorite in a lot of people's eyes to win this championship. But what are y'all doing? I'll tell you what you're doing. You letting Luka Doncic have his way. That dude is destroying y'all. And he did it without Kristaps Porzingis. That's the worst part about it. He didn't even have his go-to guy, and he's still doing y'all in with that finesse. Come on, man. He is doing y'all in, and y'all letting him just have his way. But I will say he's got that step back. And that step back has become one of my favorite shots right in this day and age. That step back has become one of my favorite shots because it's just got that level of finesse. It's just like what is going on? So I'm telling you that step back, and if y'all keep on letting the Mavericks play like this, especially when they get Porzingis back, this actually might be a very disappointing series for the Clippers. And I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not trying to be funny and nothing at all. But I actually might get a little bit excited about that because I'm really getting tired of people being so over dramatic about the Clippers. Clippers got a great team. That's the thing about it. The Clippers have a great team. They should not be tired right now. They should be one of the. They should not have lost the game for today. They should not have lost game four. No, they should not have lost game four. Mind blown. But now, okay, my predictions for who's gonna come out is gonna be Lakers, Rockets, Jazz, and this might be a stretch, but I'm going to go ahead and say it's going to be Jazz, Mavs. If the Clippers keep playing the way they are, they're going to go home. But if they get back to playing the game that they can play, then they'll advance. So there's a huge question mark for that series. But for now, I'm going to go with the Mavs. So again, Lakers, Rockets, Jazz, Mavs. So let's turn our attention back over to the East. So in the East, the same situation happened in the first versus eighth seed. I'm not sure what happened. I'm trying to figure out what happened here because it's like game one, the Bucks played like trash. What happened? The Bucks played like utter garbage. But ever since then, games two and three, hey, they've been doing the thing, putting it in, doing it, giving it the business, doing their thing. So that's going to be interesting. Giannis and I haven't really been paying their squad that much attention, but when I thought about the fact that the Bucks have, of course, Giannis, they still have Chris Middleton, but they have Kyle Korver, the spot up three legend. That's he's part of what's carrying their team. All you got to do is find Kyle Korver, pass him the ball, automatic three. That's even as old as he is. I mean, he don't even have to really do too much running. You just spot him up in the corner, and if the people are crazy enough to leave him open, that's money right there. So that's part of the reason why them daggum up that y'all daggum Bucks, y'all got lucky with getting Kyle Korver. I don't know how y'all pulled that off, but it is what it is. Then let's see, we're gonna go on down. We're gonna keep on going down. This this is another series. This right here, this daggum Pacers and Heat. I'm not sure what's going on here. I don't know if it's like a legacy. Ever since LeBron went to the Pacers, uh, the Pacers just fold to the Heat. But this is like on a whole nother level though. Like Victor Aladipo, I'm trying to figure out what is going on, partner. You are a monster, and I don't understand what's going on here, bro. Y'all letting Jimmy Butler get in your head, and y'all are playing like trash. Y'all need to step the game up, stop playing, and get your head in the game because y'all about to get 4 old. I don't know what's going on. Speaking of 4-0, I don't even know what this is. I don't even know what this is. I'm lost. This is mind boggling. This right here is mind boggling. Mind boggling. Like y'all joke. I'm gonna say this. I'm happy for Kemba Walker because he deserves to finally get some somewhere in the playoffs besides at best going to the first round and getting sent home. I'm finally happy to see Kemba Walker on a team where he's actually going somewhere, doing something. Getting the love that he deserves. Really wish it could have been on the Hornets, but for some reason the Charlotte Hornets, my team, the team that I try my best to be the greatest fan of, we just can't do nothing. And this ain't about them. Going off on a tangent. But congratulations to the Celtics because y'all were the first team to advance to the second round. And I don't know what's going on with the Sixers. I expected more from y'all. Y'all were a major disappointment in this particular in this playoffs. I don't know what y'all are doing or what y'all are thinking, but y'all was slipping terribly. I don't get it. Uh, I'm glad I didn't watch the game because see, I don't know what to actually believe with this. Either way, this last one that was kind of expected. There's no real theatrics about this. I'm not surprised about this at all. I mean, there were spurts of some really good role players and all that kind of stuff on Brooklyn. They had a good showing. They got some good chemistry and all that kind of stuff. But considering that they were going up against the Raptors, that I'm not the slightest bit surprised about this series at all. Now I tell you what. Now you throw LeBron on them. LeBron is the Raptors' Achilles heel. I don't care who they got on their team. LeBron is the Raptors' Achilles heel. So if they make it to the finals with the Lakers, that's probably gonna be an easy win for the Lakers because Kyle Lowry just folds anytime he plays against LeBron. He does. I don't know what it is about the Raptors playing against LeBron because I remember that one season that I can't even remember what particular year it was, but it was while he was on the Cavs, and like the Raptors had pretty much skunked almost everybody. They were like 8-0 through the first two rounds of the playoffs that year. But they got to the third round and went against the Cavs, and they did. They may have won one game. No, actually, no, they got skunked. It was like they just couldn't do anything that season against the Cavs. It was pitiful. It was pathetic. It was awful. But that is in the past. Maybe now that we'll see. But they actually got to get to the finals first. They got to the finals last year. They won it last year. They actually are still the defending champions, so we'll see how that goes. But well, it's kind of easy to know that the Celtics and the Raptors have already claimed their spot in the second round, so there's no predicting that. That's already a thing. Um, and from the looks of that up there, it's going to be the Bucks and the Heat. The Bucks and the Heat are going to go to the second round, and that should be interesting. I'm not ready to make any semifinals, um, you know, predictions yet, but I did see something earlier where Kendrick Perkins was thinking that the Bucks and the Heat is going to not be a good series for the Bucks, and the Heat are going to go away with that. I don't know because I don't know about their gaming history. I don't know how their games have gone in the past. Plus, this is also the playoffs, which throws intensity into and onto the flame and makes it even worse. So I don't know. I'm not going to judge that, but I will go ahead and get on out of here because there's not really much else to say. But you know, y'all hit me up in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about this madness that has been the playoffs. How much back and forth y'all were not expecting? How much of the madness is just like? But anyway, again, if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the post notification bell so you get content as soon as I drop it, and hit the like button. But until next time, I'll catch up with you folk later, and we'll see you in the next video. Deuce!